Because in the book that I'm listening to, his...
Oh, I always pictured Satan having a British accent. And being a James Bond.
Yeah.
You have to be a smooth motherfucker to swindle the whole world out of their eternity.
That's true.
Yeah. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me speaking to you? How come all our lights are blue but nobody can hear me? Hello? Hello? Oh, hey, look, we're back. Alright. So, I told Brian that his soul couldn't go to heaven, hell, or elsewhere because his soul was currently residing in a jar that was in my possession with the receipt that I had falsified his signature upon via carbon copy paper in the jar. And now his soul lived there, and souls cannot float away if they are in jars, Brian Duffy. This is not how it works, right? So he's just all like, you took my soul, right? And I told him that if he saved up enough money, right, he could buy his soul back for me, right? But I had put like an exorbitant price upon his soul because souls be expensive, yo. You only get one, therefore they are worth significantly more than like everything else on the planet because there's only one Brian Duffy soul, right? And I don't remember exactly how it came about, but suffice to say, somebody from our class, their older brother, had a candy bar, and I wanted the candy bar. So I traded Brian's soul to him for a candy bar, and I guess he thought it was funny or something, but he took the jar with the paper in it and just gave me the candy bar. And so I'm like, yay, thank you, so-and-so's older sibling. Don't know really who you are, but enjoy your new soul, right? And he just kind of wandered off with it. I don't know. He was like that random goth kid that happens to be, like, related to the kid in private school, right? So, I don't know what the hell he was planning on doing with the soul, but he kind of laughed weirdly and walked away with it, right? So, I was out in the playground, and Brian comes up to me with, like, $40 that he got from somewhere, and he's like, I would like to buy my soul back, right? And I'm like, that's not enough money for your soul. Also, I don't own your soul anymore, sorry, right? And he goes, what? Why don't you own my soul? Right? Where has it gone? What have you done with it? Did you open it? Did it float to heaven? Am I in heaven now? Am I really dead? He's asking me all these questions, and I go, no. Where do you think I got this candy bar? Munch, 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 munch. He looks at me, and he goes, you sold my soul for a candy bar? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, that candy bar is only worth like $3. I would have given you like $40. And I went, this is a king-size Three Musketeers bar. It is worth, like, infinitely more than your soul, Brian, definitely. Infinitely more. And I thoroughly enjoyed my candy bar while he cried about not having a soul anymore. Right.
Did you ever get the soul back?
No. Flash forward to now. So about a year ago, Brian Duffy and I are talking about how I sold his soul one time for a candy bar to a person who may or may not have related to somebody we know, and he was kind of dressed creepy and goth-like and laughed weirdly when he took the soul away, right? And Brian was like, for all you know, he used my soul in a satanic ritual, right? And I said, he probably did, Brian. He probably did. He's like, for all you know, my soul has officially transferred ownership to Satan. And I said, it probably did, Bri. It probably did. And he got this look on his face like he was massively uncomfortable. And he goes, demons are fornicating with my soul. And he just sighed sadly. And I'm like, they probably are, Brian. They probably are.
You're a horrible person.
And so that
you were a very horrible child.
And that was the time I sold his soul for a candy bar. And it may or may not be in the possession of demons. Now. Probably. Anyways.
You're a horrible child.
I was not a horrible child. You're only making me tell the stories that sound like I'm horrible.
No, these are the stories you came up with.
Because this is what happened.
This is the list I chose from the list you gave me.
But not all. Oh, okay, actually, a lot of those stories about me being an asshole child. Mind you, this was after second grade. In second grade, I decided I just hated everyone. I had my reasons. But I decided that I hated everyone. Okay.
I like how you all calmly look at me like, I had my reasons.
I did. And I lived in a hermit cave like my entire second grade career, and I spoke to no one because I hated them all. So, 3rd grade was an interesting year for me because I still hated everyone. But some people were semi-acceptable, but souls were disposable.
Oh my goodness. Play your song.
Alright. So, we were denied like 80 times about playing this song. And so I am now going to play this song. And, I guess it kind of fits since Brian probably feels like the title of this song every time he thinks about his missing soul. This is Weeping Wind by Aaron English.
Every day and night it rains, oh, the weeping wind again. Winter must be here again, oh, the weeping wind. No one here remembers fall, summer never came at all. Just the weeping wind, that's all, oh, the weeping wind. Shut the window, lock it tight, see me through the long night. Right is wrong and wrong is right, oh, the weeping wind. Everything I once believed falls away like withered leaves. Everything I once believed, oh, the weeping wind. There's nothing to be done to bring this fever down, my friend. My heart is pounding frantic like a fly against the window pane. The sun has given up the sky, and oh, the weeping wind is why. Oh, the weeping wind is why. Oh, the weeping wind. Oh, the weeping wind is why. Oh, the weeping wind. Oh, the weeping wind, I cry. Oh, the weeping wind. Oh, the weeping wind.
And we're back. Woo! Woo! Doom, 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 doom. Okay. Teddy's looking at me like I'm a psychopath, so I'm going to stop now. So we are pretty much just about out of time for our radio show, and I know we're ending at like 8 instead of like at 7 something like we normally do, but shit happened, and Mommy got angry.
We're having issues with timing at the moment.
And technology's been on the fritz, so we're going to wrap this up before it decides to murder itself again. So, our next broadcast, of course, will be next Wednesday, 4 p.m., as per the usual. And the lineup, which will be posted to the blog and probably edited a fuck ton before it gets there, is about as follows. Segment 1, as per usual, will be the news, updates, and an allusion to a special segment we will be doing at an undisclosed time. Segment 2, we are going to talk about empaths, what they are, how that works, mainly because Nani is one and Teddy wants to know.
I do want to know.
Yep. And then there will probably be some conflagration of music and a secondary topic to be announced.
Yep. Yay, people.
Woohoo! And then,
religion.
The religion segment, we are going to talk about mixed faith relationships, as I am in one, and we did not get to that today.
Actually, you know what? I'm in one now, too.
You are, okay?
Yes.
So we will talk about that. Segment 4, we are going to talk about witchcraft that doesn't necessarily appear to be witchy at first glance. And also, probably reheader that is doing magic in the broom closet, and then we'll talk about what the broom closet is. And then,
Sorry. The reason I'm laughing over here is because in my comp theory class, we're talking about queer theory.
Uh-huh.
And one of the guys in our class is gay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know this. I don't care. He's
Yeah.
just a really nice guy. I just thought he was a really nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about how queer theory in comp is teachers have to deal with the LGBTQIA crowd. So I just think it's funny because he had this kid in his class come out in class. He called the name, and the kid just comes up and he goes, the former he didn't know there was a change, comes up and goes, I go by Amy now. Yeah. My name is Amy.
Transgender. Got it.
Transgender, yeah. And it's just like it went from a he on paper to a she in real life. So I went from he came up, my name is Amy. I go by Amy now. And she walked out the room. It's like, what do you do with that? But, it's the...
All right, Amy.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
He's like, good for you.
You know what? One of the best reactions I heard to somebody finding out the kid was transgender ever? And actually, okay, as fucked up as the 50s were, they handled some shit a lot better than before, right? And I can't remember what it was. It was, might not have been. Anyways, it was back when newspaper was still like a thing that people did a lot, right? But suffice to say, you know how people, they do like birth announcements in the newspaper? So-and-so, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so have been, delivered a beautiful baby girl, right? And I can't remember if they were assigned male at birth or assigned female at birth, but case in point, using this for illustration, let's just assume this is how genders work, right? But basically, they were like, on such and such day, we announced to this paper that we were in possession of a beautiful baby girl gifted to us from God. 23 years later, he would like to correct us that we were wrong. Oops, our bad. Jonathan would like to say hi, everybody.
That is amazing.
Right?
But
they put it to the newspaper and had them file it instead of under birth announcements, under corrections.
Nice.
Right? And the newspaper was totally fucking chill about it. They're like, yep, we reported that Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so had given birth to a girl. 23 years later, their son corrects us. Nice. Sorry, we fucked up. Our bad.
Nice.
The former Amelia is now known as Jonathan because they're a boy and we fucked up.
Nice.
And I'm just like, that's beautiful.
Your comment about in the broom closet made me think of coming out of the closet.
Yeah. Actually, I can just kind of explain that briefly now. The reason why it's called the broom closet is because it's the same kind of idea. Being in the closet, is like, I am gay, but I'm not, like, open about it to people, or I'm transgender, I'm not open about it to people. Although a lot of times people refer to that as being in the gender closet to specify that your sexuality might still be straight. Anyways, the broom closet is a joke on witches and brooms, right? But it refers to being either a witch or a pagan and not being publicly out about it. So, broom closet. So, we're going to talk about doing magic in the broom closet. Witchcraft that don't look witchy. And then segment 5, story time, will be the time I faked having a twin and the time I pretended to be in lesbians with my sister.
Which we're supposed to run today, but we figured out that they're just too long.
Yeah, my stories are actually longer than I thought they were, so next week.
Go figure.
And, we have some music that we were going to play.
Looks like it.
It does that. As soon as it reconnects, we're just... only thing they heard. Oh, the weeping wind. Oh, the weeping wind. Technical difficulties. We're literally just trying to sign off and say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. It's gonna kick us off before it lets us sign off.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello. Oh,
Bye.
Okay, we're back. So, this is our official goodbye. We're running out of time. The client's being a bitch. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.